The Badgers went into their Big Ten opener looking to shore things up on the defensive end, and against a previously unbeaten Maryland team, the Badgers did just that, holding the Terps to 38% from the floor, and everybody chipped in for Wisconsin on the offensive end as the Badgers won their conference opener for the 18th time in the last 20 tries. Their record improves to 7-2 overall. We'll check out some of the highlights from Tuesday night's league opener. We'll check in with Isaac Lindsey, this year on scholarship for the Badgers. Quite a thrill for the young man from Mineral Point, who certainly earned that scholarship. And of course, we'll catch up with head coach Greg Gard. All coming up on today's edition of the Badgers Sports Report.
Second chance for Wisconsin. Klesman high on the right, a bounce to Crowell, right of the paint. Backing on Reese, mid-post right, single coverage, up left hand. Good for Stephen Crowell to open up the scoring tonight. Wall dribbles out of traffic into the lane, finds Klesman, fakes the three, sidesteps, takes the three, book. That's Klesman, little rhythm dribble to the sidestep, and it's the Badgers now out in front 5-2. Crowell again catches, right lane line, back out the wall. Tyler to the right wing, curls to the baseline, works inside, one pump up over Reese for two. Sejan high on the left. Connor drifts it out front. Little zone look for Maryland right now. Wall gets it to Gilmore, out to Chucky. Steps into a three, up top, nailed it. Chucky Hepburn from distance, and it's 16-9 Wisconsin. And running it down is a Sejan, preventing the over and back. Connor left side beats Davis for three. Left side, good. Jordan Davis with 7 early points. Ford presses on. Gilmore through the midcourt logo, finds the open man as Sejan. Shovels it into Crowell, low on the left, slam dunk. Crowell from a Sejan. 23-13 Wisconsin, 7:50 left in the first half. Puts it on the deck with the left hand, angles to the left. This is to Klesman, flips to Gilmore left side. Carter cuts off the wing to the rim. Gilmore layup good. Carter Gilmore on the attack, 29-26 Wisconsin. A minute 50 left till halftime. Out to Gilmore, top of the circle. Carter kills the dribble, gives it up to Klesman to the line. Klesman down the lane, up right hand, good off the window. Klesman with a strong take, 37-33 Wisconsin. Throw to Davis high on the right. Davis to Stephen Crowell, inside feed, Wall catches, reverse layup, good, going right to left. Maryland was flashing a little zone there. The Badgers able to break it. Gives it up to Sejan. Shot clock at 5. Sejan off the right wing. Out to Gilmore for three, right side. Got it! Carter Gilmore for three. Badgers lead 45-43 with 10:15 to play. Hepburn out high. Shot clock down to 5 off the Gilmore screen. Hepburn left the lane, draws, kicks. Sejan for three, and he drills it from the left corner. Connor Sejan with his first field goal of the night. 48-45 Wisconsin, 7:15 to play. 6:35 remaining. Hepburn finds Connor. He'll flip a three straight on. Connor at region once again. Yeah, I said it. Connor at region. 53-45, Wisconsin with 6:20 remaining. Finds a Sejan out front. Connor on the left side. Shot clock at 5. Crowell at the top. Now to Hepburn. Deep three, left side. Money. Chucky Hepburn with a triple, 56-47, Wisconsin with 3:57 to play. This is Wisconsin basketball, and Wall with a steal. Tyler with the pilfer, down the lane, slam dunk. Now it's Jordan Davis for three on the right side, and he sticks it. With two, Hepburn down, off the glass. Chucky right of the paint, behind the back pass, Crowell for three, straight on, straight in. Let's have a party, Badger Nation. You have yourselves a Big Ten champion.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
When you've been injured, you need the hometown team on your side. Trust us to get you back in the game. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team. with research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking and a man or whether we're talking.
Right now, get $50 off a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership with code Mahomes.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one during training. No school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
Injured? You need a team you can trust. Call Gruber Law Offices today, serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
Going to the right side, hooks it to Dante. Scott fakes the three, puts it on the deck. Knocked away by Hepburn. Chucky dives to the floor. Scott dives to the floor. It's loose. Hepburn has it, throws it in the air. Crowell has it. Badgers won it. Oh, did they dig in defensively tonight?
That's what I love about this team. You know, nobody cares who's scoring the ball as long as the ball's going in. We had a possession in the first half where we, three of us, I think me, Max, and Connor had open threes, and we just kicked it one more. So that just kind of shows you the type of team we are.
I mean, honestly, I was just going out there and just continuing to play basketball. Really, you know, whatever we needed at that time, and it just fell into place like that. And so that sparked a run, and, you know, it was huge. But, I mean, it was the guys that were getting me open. You know, obviously, Chuck on that one, he drove and kicked it out. So, I mean, it's a team thing.
Going back to Stanford and all the way through the Bahama trip and come back with Wake last week and Marquette, these guys have, you know, gotten a lot of experience in got their feet to the fire, which is what we needed. It forces growth when you have to really, you know, buckle down and play.
Ever since the season started, just my teammates telling me to play more like myself out there. I've played good in practice, and it was just all those reps paying off and just doing it out in the game and being more instinctive and not thinking as much. So just my teammates and coaches believing in me.
The thing with Carter is I don't find him making many mistakes on the defensive end. The positioning is really good. His awareness of things, he's got a good basketball IQ. He helps cover up for teammates' mistakes. Like I said, positioning is a big thing. I thought he did a great job of chesting up and walling up there. It was either on Reese or Dante Scott, and forced a tough foul. I thought he blocked out pretty well. Got a couple fouls off the defensive glass. But he's just solid, you know, and that's he understands who he is, and he understands who he is not, and he, for the most part, stays, you know, trending towards what he's capable of doing, and doesn't try to get out of character.
It just really goes with what he's been doing in practice. I mean, every day he shows up, and he's one of the hardest working kids on the floor, and that really, I feel like that showed and blossomed today in the game. It's really just a continuation of what he's been doing. And all the hard work, so to see him finally get out there and be able to do those things, you know, it's really good to see him get in that rhythm.
There's a lot of good things, but, you know, we got a long ways to go yet. We got to become more consistent. So, like I said earlier in my opening statement, we have a tendency tonight specifically made things harder on us than we needed to, and it's credit to Maryland to keep battling back, and so they got some good players and a good team, and we're proud of our guys, how they responded.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team. With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking and a man or whether we're talking
Right now, get $50 off a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership with code Mahomes.
Gilmore outside right, bounces to Wall, right wing. Wall against Dante Scott. Baseline right, finds a cutting Davis, low on the right, pushed it up and in off the window. Good flash by Davis, good find by Wall. 18-11 Wisconsin with 10:50 left in the half. Hepburn into Crowell, hands it back to Chucky. Right of the lane, shuffles into the paint. Hepburn one pop, goes up and in and one. Chucky Hepburn patiently operating in the paint. And he has an and one. The Badgers regain the lead.
As the Badgers commence their first week of Big Ten play, you always have the 2 games in conference in December, at least you have for the last several years. Out of conference for the remaining 3 games of the month, and then Big Ten ball the rest of the way. But I want to circle back because Coach Gard here did hit a milestone in the win against Marquette last weekend, 150, 150, and you did it on your birthday. So I guess Saturday was a pretty good day for the Gard household.
It was a very good day. Most importantly for the Badger locker room, most importantly. But now it's just, at 150 and goes by fast. I guess time flies when you're having fun. But, so many really good players, great assistant coaches. My name gets attached to it, but there's so many other people that are involved with it, all the way leading back to my preparation of coaches I've had that have mentored me. Obviously at the top of that is Coach Ryan, who's probably watching from out in nice warm weather in California. But no, it's just, it's always good to have those milestones. That's mean you're having a successful season.
Yeah, that's a popular topic, I think, not just around here, but I think everywhere, mentorships and people who have helped you grow as a coach. I mean, in some ways, it seems like yesterday that you were coaching your first game, the Green Bay game at the Kohl Center, and maybe in other ways it seems like a very long time ago. But as you said, time flies. But what are some of the things as you were, working alongside Bo that either he told you directly or you just noticed, say, okay, when I'm a head coach, this is like a little nugget that I want to take with me moving forward?
Yeah, I think the number one thing that I've learned, and probably I didn't realize it until I got a little bit into being a head coach, is just the value of practice. I think sometimes we get caught up in the glitz and glamour of TV and the games and those things, but just how valuable practice is. And I know Bo always emphasized that and really loved that. Was his favorite part, was to be able to be in the gym and practice. And I've realized and learned that that's really where you're going to have your most impact. When you get to game day, yeah, we can tweak a few things, but if we haven't covered it or we haven't walked through some things or really emphasized things, we're not gonna do an about face during a game. So I think the biggest thing is just how important practice is, and I've tried to emphasize that to the players, that you're gonna play how you practice. So we want to make sure that we develop good habits before the lights go on.
It's interesting you say about Bo. I'll never forget, before it was the first day of practice, for whatever reason I had to stop by the basketball offices, and he looked like the happiest guy in the world because of everything else and all that goes with being a head coach. He said, this is a great day because
right.
and I know we mentioned this on this show already this season, but as much as the landscape is changing in college athletics, once you guys are out there at 12:30, 1 o'clock on whatever day, all of that gets shoved to the side, and it's still about trying to be better today than you were yesterday.
Yeah, I think what it does, it takes you back to the real reason why you got in the profession, and for me it was in junior high, over 30 years ago, of just teaching and coaching and helping young people try to get better and pursue things that they enjoy and that they love. And you're right, we get drug in a lot of different ways, and it's changing by the day in terms of other responsibilities, but I think that reconnects you to the true meaning of why you coach.
I like to ask coaches this after a certain amount of time, that we always talk about players when they make the jump from high school to college, where it takes maybe a little bit of time for the game to slow down. As a head coach, does that apply as well, where maybe you know, I mean, you obviously you took over as on the run, right? It was the middle of December, where it's like with each passing year, or you know, especially those first couple of years, where all right, I feel like I've got a better handle on this now than maybe I did on December 15th.
Oh, there's no doubt, Matt. I think I still feel that way. Like I'm, you know, quite frankly, I said, man, I look back 3-4 years ago, I wasn't very good. You know, just things that I took for granted that I maybe didn't emphasize enough. So I think you're always looking at improving. You're always looking at, you know, slowing things down, so to speak, and really just making sure the main thing stays the main thing and not get, you know, pulled in 8 different directions and focus on the things that really matter. And that comes with experience. You know, like I said, experience comes from, or good judgment comes from experience, and most of that comes from bad judgment. So the experience, just like it is with the players, for us as coaches, is a very good teacher.
And you've said many times, too, when you have a staff like you have, a good one, and I would imagine it's not always, yes, coach, whatever you want. If it's, you know, if it's Dean, you know, if it's Joe, whoever, Sharif, if they have an opinion,
right,
they'll tell you, and which I imagine makes for some really productive coaches meetings too, because you work through some things and you get some differing viewpoints.
Yeah, I'm very diplomatic in terms of, you know, taking their input, and we may not always go with the route. The majority may not rule. It still may be my decision.
Your vote kind of weighs a little
it weighs,
bit, right?
Yeah, it's 4-3. My vote's worth 4. So, but no, they are very good at when to suggest things, and I ask them a lot, even during the game as I'm squatting there in front of them. I'll be kind of narrating or asking, hey, what do you think? Or those little timeouts we get, you know, don't need to spend all of it in front of the players. Try to let them cool off a little bit and collect their thoughts, and making sure when I do step into the huddle that it's appropriately time well spent.
Final thought: you got 150 in another down to the wire game. As fans, boy, it's like it's great fun. Probably nerve-wracking for fans. Kind of used to those now. You just expect that's just how it's going to go again.
Yeah. I mean, you just know that there's so much parity in college basketball, and the 3-point line changes things. You know, an 11-point lead or 12-point lead is only 3 or 4 possessions, so momentum can flip really quick. So you just try to be consistent, possession after possession after possession, and you're going to have ebbs and flows. You try to make sure that more are positive than negative, and learn from the ones that don't go your way. But I think staying calm in those and not riding the emotional waves that fans get to do on TV and in person. I try to really, you know, not get really tied to the emotional surges that happen. Obviously, you're excited in those things, but there's always going to be next, and making sure you're planning ahead and thinking ahead of what will be the next move.
All right, well, congratulations on your first 150, and may there be many, many more. Moving forward.
Sounds like a good plan, Matt.
All right, that's Badgers head coach Greg Gard. Stay with us. More to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. We believe in financial security for Wisconsin public school employees and their families. WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
WEA Member Benefits, dedicated to helping Wisconsin public school employees become financially secure with programs designed for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEAbenefits.com.
Bounce pass to Crowell, top of the circle. A handoff to Klesman. 3 minutes to play. Here's Lindsey. Makes the 3, sidestep left, takes the 3, makes the 3 from the left corner. Isaac Lindsey with the triple. Klesman bobs off the screen from Crowell. Max drives the lane. Draw and kick to Gilmore. Extra pass, Davis. Left side 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound, Isaac Lindsey with a putback low on the right. First points for Lindsey, 42-33, Wisconsin with 8:35 remaining.
Klesman with 2:30 remaining in the first half finds Lindsey on the left wing. Low block, to Tyler Wall on the left side. Now back out to Klesman. Lindsey open for a deep three, and that one's good. Isaac Lindsey from about 24 feet buried it, and the Badgers by 2, 34-32.
I feel like I've been here for a little bit now, but I think it's been a gradual increase. As I've gone. Last year was much of a learning year for me, learned from a lot of guys, and I think I'm able to take the stuff I learned this year and put it into my game, and still working. I'm not where I want to be yet, so I'm still working to get better each day and just listen to the coaches each day. It's a lot to learn. It's a big school, big place to be, so you got to just keep learning every day, be the best you can.
He's already experienced, especially through all the practices. He's had some good game experience already, and his confidence is growing. That a lot of times that's all you need is to kind of get out there for a little bit, make a few mistakes, and learn from them. And he's one of those guys that just continued to grow.
No, it's nice to know, especially that he has trust in me to put me in the game and handle situations. And I feel like I have a lot more confidence going in there this year too, having some more experience and putting some size on too, and just being more comfortable out there. So I think it's nice to have the confidence in the coaches that I can go out there and they can rely on me and not have a letdown. But I'm still trying to get better each time I get out there and get more confident and make more plays, make more things happen. So it's a process. We're early in the year and just trying to get better each time.
Davis picks up his dribble into the corner. Lindsey has it. Now right wing. He'll put up a quick three, and he buried it. Isaac Lindsey for three, and it's the biggest lead by far of the half for the Badgers. They lead by 9, 23-14.
I think it's been my confidence overall, really. I've always had confidence in my basketball ability, but it is a different level. So really getting out there and being able to prove people I can play out here. It's not I'm good enough to be here. So that's kind of been the biggest thing for me. But I'd also say defense and getting used to it's a physical league. You really got to use your body well, and I think that's been a big adjustment for me, is just using your body. I'm not always the biggest guy out there, and so I got to learn how to use my body, get into guys, play low, and I'm still working on that as the year goes on, but I think that is one jump I've been able to make from this last season and the off season to this year.
And he's seeing what he can add, and doing a great job when he goes out there. Immediately, coming off the bench, that's hard to do, but he immediately kind of fills a role every time.
I think it really starts on the bench for me. I really got to stay locked in, because if you kind of get focused on something else, you're not really into the game, it's really hard to get yourself going in there. So for me, it really starts on the bench, just staying locked in from the get-go. We have timeouts, huddles, what are we doing in there? You really got to understand, because we're changing the game plan throughout the game. So you got to be ready whenever your number gets called. You got to be prepared before you even get in there.
Putting on your state colors, what has that meant to you?
Yeah, it means the world. It's been my dream school since I've been a kid. So being able to be here and really represent this school and be out there and play with these guys and my teammates and play for these coaches, it's really something special to me. And be able to have a lot of family and friends from back home, be able to come to these games, it really means a lot. So it's been a blessing. It's not really individual for me. I think overall, we got a new group this year, and successful year is going to be us growing each and every game, getting better and better, and you never know what can happen. Come down the end of the year, if you get better as the year goes on, you want to play your best in March. So I think that we can get there and make a run and just give teams runs for their money. A lot of people expect us to be low again this year, so I think it's just getting better each day and keep proving people wrong, and you never know where you can end up. So I'm looking forward to this team and what we can do.
1, 2, 3, Badgers!
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one during training. No school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team. With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. buildingwisconsintogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
The Badgers have the Sunday afternoon matchup down in Iowa City against Fran McCaffery's Hawkeyes, and then the final 3 games of this month will be out of conference beginning Thursday night when Wisconsin returns home to take on Lehigh. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking and a man or whether we're talking
Right now, get $50 off a High D Plus Premium membership with code Mahomes.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.